Harlet's dicular bite. And
Wow. You know, if this is going to
This is close to being over.
yeah, he's going to really regret
squeezing.
starting the fight like that because this is bad. Oh, man. I don't even know how he's still fighting.
yeah, that looks
this.
very, very, very deep.
Yeah. Well, I think
And
he's
Jose
telling
just
to go for
kinda-
armbar.
Jose kind of just relaxing in the position, but it looks tight.
Yeah.
Transitioning to the armbar too, like
Oh, there it is.
wow, what a comeback! You got to be kidding me.
Wow.
People, right, who fight, going and talking about kind of like a Ronda Rousey situation, right?
Yeah.
Right? You know, like a Ronda Rousey, and I'll explain, I'll elaborate what I mean. But you see, like a Sage Northcutt, right? Right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If you guys don't know who Sage is, Sage Northcutt is a guy who he was fighting what, Strikeforce?
Well, he's in the UFC.
Bellator. No, he was. He's not no more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he went to go fight for Bellator,
Yeah, but then
And then
he's with somebody else now.
and then he transitioned over to One.
Yeah, so quick story on Sage Northcutt real quick. If you guys follow UFC, you'll kind of understand. But so Sage Northcutt was supposed to be this big dude coming out of like Strikeforce, Strike Kings, Bellator, whatever the case may be. My man's nasty on his feet, absolutely disgusting. Well, in kickboxing rather, right? But I believe if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, him and his dad didn't want to do no other type of training, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do no other type of training because they wanted to keep the fights on the feet. Well, if you watch UFC, I'm a huge fan of UFC, obviously. You watch UFC, you guys understand, man, that, half the time, I hate watching fights with people who don't understand the UFC, who don't understand MMA.
True.
Because when you watch it, man, the fight can be on the ground the entire time. It's a beautiful fucking setup sometimes, man, to actually watch motherfuckers work. But, you gotta understand, unless you fighting like a Robbie Lawler or somebody who likes to brawl, you're not gonna be on your feet all the goddamn time. So Sage Northcutt started getting knocked out in the UFC, and he just got knocked out like last weekend, right?
Yeah,
Last weekend?
like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, like 2-3 weeks ago, and my man Dana White, and he's young, he's like maybe 26, 27.
Oh yeah, Dana White trash.
Yeah, so Dana White was like, pleading with him to retire, said that this is not the sport for him. You know what I mean? So, the reason why I bring all that up is because we seen how Ronda Rousey reacted when she lost. She was what, 13-0?
Mm-hmm.
She was 13-0 before she lost. Obviously, we all know, she got brutally kicked by Holly Holmes, head kick. One of the most, I was rooting for Holly Holmes, but you know what I'm saying, one of the most brutal head kicks that I've ever seen.
And she
Kicked her damn soul out of her body. You know what I'm saying? And so then she went and started talking about, what she wanted to do to herself after that, after the fight and stuff like that. And then she came back after, what's that girl name? Amanda Nunes, the lioness, absolutely destroyed her. Destroyer. So Amanda Nunes beat Holly Holmes, right? And if you know fighting, I knew that they were gonna beef Ronda Rousey up and talk about her. They didn't talk about Amanda Nunes at all during this promotion.
Because they know who she was like.
Amanda felt disrespected, and if you watch fights, you go back and watch the fight. Amanda Nunes came out and beat her in less than a minute, right?
Yeah.
It was like 56 seconds. Destroyed the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? Amanda Nunes, she's the women's champ. You know what I'm saying? So that's an amazing compliment in itself. But so I bring all that up, man. Talk about, so how did you react to your first loss? So 68-10. At what point in your record did you lose? Like, what was your record when you got your first loss? If you remember.
I lost my very first fight as an amateur.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So how was that?
I lost my very first fight as an amateur, and honestly, I was just super proud of myself for getting in there and doing it.
I can see that.
I fought a grown ass man.
Right. So how did you lose?
I lost by decision.
That's not bad, bro. For your first fight.
Yeah, it wasn't, but like, it was totally different than me just being in a gym and hitting pads and wrestling every once in a while. Like, I was like, man, this stuff is cool, this is dope.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, Jose, you've been training for a little bit, you want to get a fight? I said, yeah, man, I like legally I can fight somebody?
Right, yeah.
And I was 17 at the time.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yeah, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, okay, well, you fight this one dude.
Yeah.
went and looked this man up. He's 37, got 3 kids, and he's been training the last like 15 years of his life.
Holy shit! And you
I was-
were what?
I was 17.
17?
Yeah,
Damn, 20-year difference, huh?
and I was like, this dude about to kill me.
Yeah.
But I'm down.
Yeah.
As long as I get to fight somebody and not get in trouble for it. So we're in the fight, and I remember me throwing a jab cross, and it was like the most lazy jab cross in the world, and it was so it's just I literally like I didn't belong there at first.
The fact that you remember that is amazing.
Because I was literally I still watch that fight every day to this day. Every day I still watch that fight, and I was like, hey man, I was like, the transition from then and now is crazy. So that's why I like to look at like that progression. But man, this dude hit me with an overhand right, and then shot in for a takedown. And next thing you know, I'm looking at the ground or the ceiling up like this.
Yeah.
My legs are up here still. And I'm like, what the heck just happened? Boom! It hit the canvas.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I gotta get my hips back. He's already on top of me. He punched me one time. Bro, at that point in my life is when I realized, like I'm in a fight. Like this man could hurt me right now. Like this is real. This is not a game. So I freaking I what you call it? I finally stand up and I finally regain myself and I clinch with the dude.
Yeah.
That was his weakness right there. So I start coming back. I'm like kneeing this dude in his face, tearing him up. He somehow got the decision win by split decision.
It's probably age and tenure.
But after that, I was like, yo, I want to do this again.
Right.
Now, when I lost my first fight as a pro, it's totally different.
Okay. So, what was your record when you lost as a pro?
I lost my very first pro fight. I lost my first 2 pro fights.
Really?
Yeah.
So 0-2.
Oh,
So okay. So now, all right. So let's go into that a little bit, right? So 0-2 start, right? So you were dominating the amateur scene.
And that's
Dominating the
so
amateur
much
scene,
more.
right? 16-10, 16 belts. I seen a couple of your pictures, man. You were laying, you had your whole body covered in belts. You know what I mean? So you go into the pro scene, right? And right off bat, boom, boom, you lose your 2 fights. What's your mindset?
Man, dude, is this for me?
Yeah, okay.
Is it the transition is crazy? It's so much different than being an amateur where you know, I train maybe twice a week, and then I have my age, my youth, my complete youth,
Yeah.
youthfulness, like, and I just go into a fight and me just being athletic, I'll win that fight as an amateur, pretty much, not necessarily with a whole bunch of skill.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I can't do this no more. And went into
Damn. So after 0-2, you felt like you couldn't do it.
I was like, man, I can't do this no more. And then I was talking with my daughter. Daughter's 4.
Okay.
I was talking with my daughter, and she kind of hits me with that little gibberish stuff every once in a while. You know how that went.
Yeah.
And then she said something like as clear as day. And she just said, Dad, I want to fight. And I was like, huh? You want to fight? She's like you. And bro, after that, I was like, man, I gotta keep going.
Nice.
I gotta keep going.
It's crazy you bring that up, man, because like I'm a huge Donald Cerrone fan.
Yes,
Right?
super cool dude.
And I think it's people like him, man, who make me love sport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Donald Cerrone, man, fucking what is he, like 36 and like 11 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So Donald Cerrone, man, he said after he had his son, he said that's when a switch clicked in his head that he wanted to do better. So it's funny you talk about that, man. So 0-2, right? So now, what made you take that next fight? What made you take the next fight?
What?
And also how? Also, after you took that next fight, how did you win? Because I'm guessing you won. I'm guessing you won, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So how did you win the next fight?
So.
But what made you take it though?
So before then, I said I need some guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do this alone. I need a coach.
Yep.
So I ended up going back to Texas, and that's when I met my crew. called the highest form of the, you know, accomplishment as a Muay Thai practitioner that you can get. They're called crews.
Oh, I thought you meant like your
Oh, like my
like your clique.
Nah.
Okay.
No.
Damn.
No.
Okay. All right. That okay.
My crew is
Yeah.
he went to Thailand, he got belted over there.
Nice.
And he's legit and he's super down to earth dude, but he's got like a brute force kind of attitude.
Uh-huh.
You know, like super like go and get it.
Yeah.
And I never trained that.
Mhm.
Never trained that kill instinct type way. I was always a showman.
Mhm.
I do like flashy stuff. And he made me spar. Like the first time I came to the gym, made me spar. And so let me see what you got. And I'm trying to do all this flashy stuff. And bro, these amateurs are tuning my ass up, bro. Like tuning me up. And
Yeah.
they just seemed so mad.
Yeah.
So mean and so mad.
Yeah.
And they weren't.
Yeah.
At all. After the round, they're like hugging me, like, "Hey, bro, man, good round, bro. That's what's up." I'm like, "Man, shut up, man. Touch me, dude. You
Yeah,
whoop
yeah.
my ass. You gonna be nice?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, like I
It's a
felt
different mindset for fighters, man.
it's different. And then I was like, I want some of that. I need
Yeah.
some of that. Started training with him, instilled that killer be killed attitude in
Nice.
me. Then I went to that next fight, and I was more prepared mentally and physically.
Right.
Killed my next opponent.
Nice.
Killed him. And I beat him up so bad to the point where I wanted it to go all 3 rounds. I wanted to go all 3 rounds just to prove a point. Like just to test myself, prove myself, and to prove other people.
Nice.
They're like, "Oh, he's a good wrestler. That one dude, the dude I fought, he's a good wrestler.
Yeah.
He's gonna take you down. He's gonna choke you out. Okay, cool. I'm gonna bang him up on the feet, and then I'm gonna go to the ground with him, and then I'm gonna beat him up, and I beat him up bad on the ground.
Nice.
Super bad. And after that, just a streak happened,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, I lost another one at LFA,
Mhm.
and then another one at XKO. So that put me at now I'm 9-4.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's probably shit's better than me.
seven first round finishes.
Yeah. 7 first round finishes. That's fucking crazy, man.